So here are the 6 topics that we'll be covering during this series, and this is the first webinar in the series, and I'll be talking to you about asset disclosure. The second and third webinars also relate to asset disclosure, just specific aspects of the law on that issue. And 4, 5 and 6 cover other topics, but ones which are quite topical at the moment, and they are very much developing areas of law, so quite interesting areas to look at. A little bit of history to start with. In the first years of freezing injunctions in the 70s, 80s, 90s, asset disclosure was not something that was routinely ordered. It was seen as an order that could be made ancillary to a freezing injunction, but it wasn't made routinely. And indeed, the early authorities, I've referred to a couple on screen there, describe it as a power to be exercised sparingly. And it wasn't really until later in the early 2000s that asset disclosure orders became routinely ordered as a part of freezing injunctions. And in one case, Lord Woolf famously described asset disclosure as what gives freezing injunctions their teeth. In other words, it's all very well having a freezing injunction, but if you don't know as the claimant or the court which assets are being frozen, then you really have no way of keeping an eye on whether the defendant is complying with the injunction.